Today, I invite you to embark on the most important journey you will ever take. Not a journey across oceans, not a journey through cities or calendars, but a journey inward, into the vast, unexplored territory of your own mind. A realm more powerful than any technology, more mysterious than the cosmos, and yet it is yours, entirely yours. What do you think of this assertion, which mystics know well? We become what we think about. These words were once considered philosophical, but now they are neurological. Today, neuroscience confirms what the mystics and sages have always known, that your thoughts, your beliefs, and the language you speak within yourself are not passive. They are the program running your life. This episode isn't just information, it's an invitation. An invitation to become the conscious creator of your world, not by force, but by awareness. So settle in, because the greatest journey, the most life-altering adventure, is the journey of the mind. Welcome to Speech and Mind, the space where ancient wisdom meets modern science, and where your inner world becomes your greatest tool for transformation. And it begins now. Section 1. The real adventure inside you. When we hear the word journey, most of us picture the external world. Airplanes, passports, business plans, mountain peaks, ambition. We think of goals to chase, races to win, or ladders to climb, always forward, always outward. But the truth is, the greatest journey, the one most people never take, is not measured in miles, but in mindset. It's not found in movement, but in meaning. It is the journey within. And this journey doesn't begin with a plane ticket. It begins with a question. What do I really believe about myself? And why? This is the shift from unconscious reactivity to conscious creation, from living on autopilot, ruled by conditioning, to becoming a deliberate thinker, a mindful speaker, a creative force. Someone said, most people die at 25 but aren't buried until they're 75. Many people stop living fully, taking risks, pursuing their passions, or experiencing fulfillment, long before their physical death. A life lived in fear or complacency. Carl Jung once said, "Hell is the place where you watch your unlived life replay itself." But those who change the world, those who change their own lives, are the ones who dare to look inward. They understand that your outer world is not some fixed external reality. It's a mirror, reflecting your deepest beliefs, assumptions, and inner speech. The silent statements you repeat, the roles you accept without question, the stories you whisper to yourself in quiet moments. These are not harmless thoughts. They are the blueprints of your experience. Modern neuroscience confirms this ancient truth. Your thoughts aren't just commentary. They are creative commands. You are not simply a passenger in life. You are the navigator, but only if you choose to wake up to your own mind. So pause for a moment. Where have you been traveling lately? Not with your body, but with your attention and your intention. Because the mind is always on a journey, and the question is, are you leading it or being led by it? Section 2. You become what you think about. You become what you think about, all day long. A sentence so simple, it almost sounds like a fortune cookie. But make no mistake, this is not philosophy. This is mental architecture. This is biology. Today, neuroscience affirms what the sages always taught. You are not a passive observer of your thoughts. You are the builder of your brain, and thought is the blueprint. Let's explore how. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, proves that your thoughts aren't just fleeting clouds. They are structural instructions. Every time you focus on a thought, you carve a deeper neural groove. Whether that groove says, "I'm a failure," or "I always rise again," your brain doesn't judge. It builds whatever you tell it to build. And as Hebb's law states, neurons that fire together, wire together. That means every time you repeat a thought, you reinforce a network. You're rehearsing a future. You're hardwiring a reality. So ask yourself, what networks have you been unknowingly reinforcing? And there's more. The Reticular Activating System, or RAS, your brain's internal gatekeeper, is constantly filtering the world based on what you believe is relevant. If you believe you're not good enough, it finds proof. If you believe opportunity follows you, it opens your eyes to doors you'd otherwise never notice. Imagine it like a search engine or a GPS system. Whatever you tell it to look for, consciously or unconsciously, it will highlight, amplify, and serve to you. You can ask it the direction you want, and it will never say no. You're not just observing the world, you are filtering it, framing it, and feeding it through the lens of your habitual thoughts. Think of the implications. Your thoughts are not background noise. They are the code behind the interface of your reality. You become what you think about. All day long is not just a motivational quote. It's not just meant to inspire you. It's not just feel-good wisdom you put on a poster or recite to boost morale. Instead, it's a reflection tool. It's a mirror that shows you who you are becoming. Not because of your environment, but because of what you consistently think, assume, and expect. What do you think about all day long? Because whatever that is, that's what you're becoming. The greatest journey is not changing your circumstances, it's changing your consciousness. Section 3. Inner Speech, the Silent Architect. Let's talk about something we all live with, yet most people never examine. It's not the news, it's not your job. It's your inner speech, the silent monologue running constantly inside your mind. This isn't just casual thinking. This is the ongoing narration of your life. The private commentary that whispers meaning into everything you see, feel, and experience. And whether you realize it or not, your inner speech is shaping your outer world. In modern neuroscience, we now know that inner speech activates key parts of the brain linked to identity, self-perception, and future planning. It's tied to the default mode network, or DMN, a powerful neural network that forms your sense of self. This means your self-talk is not just internal noise. It is an instruction manual to your brain. When you say to yourself, "I'm not good at this. Things never go my way. I'm not smart enough for that situation," you are not describing reality. You are literally constructing it. This is how the brain works. Every thought releases chemicals. Every belief strengthens a neural path. Every repeated statement becomes an internal script. And over time, that script becomes your identity. Neville Goddard understood this long before fMRI scan machines confirmed it. He taught the power of mental diets, not just watching what you eat, but what you feed your mind. Are you feeding yourself fear or faith? Doubt or determination? Limitation or possibility? Because here's the truth. Every time you think "I can't," you train your brain to shrink from challenge. Every time you think "they don't respect me," you signal your RAS to filter the world for disrespect. Every time you think "I always find a way," you wire yourself for resilience. Inner speech becomes identity, and identity becomes destiny. So if you want to change your path, don't wait for your life to change. Change the voice inside your mind, because that voice is the silent architect of everything you become. Section 4. The mind can be rewired. Here's the most liberating truth you need to know. Your mind is not a fixed machine. Your thoughts aren't set in stone. Your identity, the story you tell yourself about who you are, is malleable. It can be reshaped, rebuilt, rewired. This is the incredible gift of neuroplasticity, one of the most groundbreaking discoveries of modern neuroscience. Neuroplasticity means your brain is constantly changing its own structure and function based on what you focus on and how you think. Every thought, every belief, every word you repeat to yourself causes your neurons to forge new connections, strengthening some pathways and pruning others. But here's the catch. This change doesn't just happen randomly or by accident. It happens through conscious, intentional effort. Your brain is like a muscle, and mental training is the way you exercise it. That's why you see athletes spending hours visualizing their perfect performance before stepping on the field. Why top performers rehearse success in their minds long before it happens in reality. Why people who practice daily affirmations don't just repeat words. They are sending powerful neural instructions to their brain, instructing it to grow confidence, focus, and resilience. Think of affirmations like planting seeds in a garden. Every kind, encouraging phrase you say to yourself is a seed of potential. And every time you water it with belief and repetition, that seed grows stronger and blooms into a new part of your identity. So when you speak kindly to yourself, you're not just feeling better for a moment. You're rewiring your brain for confidence, clarity, and unshakable strength. This is the science behind transformation. The how. The practical secret to becoming who you want to be. Remember, the journey of the mind is not just about dreaming. It's about rewiring your inner world, word by word, thought by thought, day by day. Because when your mind changes, your life follows. Section 5. Tools for the journey of the mind. Now that we understand the power and flexibility of the mind, let's get practical. How can you actively steer this journey of the mind starting today? Here are 4 powerful tools. Simple, accessible, and backed by science, to help you rewire your thoughts, reshape your identity, and unlock your potential. First tool, inner speech journaling. Begin by becoming an observer of your own mind. Each morning or night, take a moment to write down the phrases and thoughts you find yourself repeating most often. Are they encouraging or are they self-critical? For example, you might catch yourself writing, "I can't find a solution to this problem." Now, here's the magic. Consciously says to yourself, "I don't accept this idea." Then rewrite that thought. "I learn quickly and grow stronger every day." So, every time when the negative thought appears, say, "I don't accept this idea." This simple act of awareness and rewriting helps interrupt negative thought loops and creates new neural pathways in your brain. Second tool, identity-based affirmations. Affirmations are not just wishful thinking or empty phrases. They are powerful, neural training sessions that help your brain internalize a new identity. Use statements like, "I love my life and I do the work that works for me." "I think thoughts that support the life I love." These phrases work by telling your brain what to focus on and who you are becoming, gradually shifting your self-image. Third tool, mental rehearsal. This goes beyond just wishing or hoping. Mental rehearsal means visualizing yourself succeeding in vivid detail. Picture not only the outcome, like landing that job or delivering a great presentation, but also the feelings, the actions, the confidence you embody in the moment. This process activates mirror neurons in your brain, which prime your mind and body to perform as if it's already real. Athletes, artists, and successful people use this tool every day. And now you can too. Fourth tool, quiet mind time. Finally, carve out a few minutes daily, free from phones, noise, and distractions. Just breathe. Observe your thoughts without judgment. This practice builds what psychologists call meta-awareness, the ability to step back and watch your mind in action. And with awareness comes choice. You begin to notice old patterns and gain the power to shift them. These tools form a daily mental gym where you train your brain to think differently, feel differently, and ultimately live differently. The journey of the mind is not just about theory, it's about action. And every small step you take with these tools creates a ripple of transformation. The real journey begins now. The greatest journey, the most profound, transformative adventure you will ever take, is the journey of the mind. And here's the incredible truth. You're already on this journey, right now, in this very moment. Every single thought you have, every belief you hold, every moment of attention you give. These are the architects shaping the blueprint of your future. So, I invite you to pause and ask yourself, are you thinking consciously? Or are you running on autopilot, letting default patterns shape your reality? Are you feeding your mind with the kind of thoughts that will create the life you truly want to live? Or are old beliefs, doubts, and fears running the show? Because here's the power that modern science and ancient wisdom agree on. You have the power, right now, to reshape your inner world. And when your inner world changes, your outer world must follow. Your mind isn't just a mirror reflecting your past experiences. It's the canvas of your becoming, the place where your future is painted before it appears in your life. So why wait? Begin now. Start planting those seeds of thought that nourish your dreams. Speak to yourself as the person you want to become. Practice the tools that rewire your brain, strengthen your identity, and unleash your potential. Because the greatest secret, beautifully expressed here, remains timeless. We become what we think about. And you are exactly what you choose to think about. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to subscribe to Speech and Mind, where timeless wisdom meets the cutting edge of modern science to help you master your inner world. And before you go, leave a comment below. What is one belief or thought you are ready to rewire today? Remember, your thoughts don't just shape your mind, they shape your world. Thank you for joining us on this journey of the mind. Until next time, keep shaping your inner world and watch your life transform.